Final accounts, how to deal with the adjustments. The next adjustment is stock destroyed due to fire. So the total stock amount, the total value of the stock amount will be credited to trading account, that is recorded in the trading account credit side. And actual loss on the stock, whatever the actual loss happened, that should be recorded in the profit and loss account debit side. And the claim which we are going to receive from the insurance company, we are going to write that the asset side, balance sheet asset side. For example, 20,000 is the stock destroyed due to fire. 20,000 is the stock destroyed due to fire. 15,000 is the claim, you say. 15,000 is the claim amount. 20,000 is the stock destroyed due to fire. 15,000 is the claim amount. That means what happened here? Total value of the stock destroyed 20,000. Insurance company is giving 15,000 to us. Now how much we are losing? Only 5,000 rupees. Hence what we have to do? 20,000 we should write in the trading account credit side. 15,000 will be balance sheet asset side, and 5,000 rupees live that is profit and loss account debit side, being it is actual loss. I hope you understand. And then managing director's commission. The next adjustment is managing director's commission. There are two cases here. Type 1, before charging such commission. Type 2, after charging such commission. You have to be very much careful while doing the problem, while reading the adjustment, whether it is before charging commission or after charging commission. If it is say before charging commission means what you have to write? Net profit into rate by 100. Say your net profit is 500 rupees. 500 into 10%, say 10 by 100. 500 into 10 by 100, 0 cancel, it is only 50 rupees. So this 50 rupees, first we have to take one rough net profit. First one, we should take one rough net profit. On that we should calculate this 50 rupees. That also again we have to enter in the profit and loss account to managing director's commission, 50 rupees. Then we have to calculate net profit now. After calculating managing director commission, now we should calculate the net profit. So before, whatever the net profit we calculated, that is only a rough net profit, that for the calculation of managing director commission. Here don't get confused. First we calculate, or we prepare trading account, we find out the gross profit, then gross profit will be credited to P&L account, then all the expenses will be recorded in the debit side, all incomes recorded in the credit side of the profit and loss account. Then we deduct, then we calculate the net profit on the rough column. Net profit in the rough column, take the net profit, calculate the like this managing director commission. Now you enter net profit. Now you start the game. That is how to calculate the net profit. The same thing after charging managing director commission. One is before charging. This is after charging. When it is after charging, net profit, that is whatever the net profit, rough net profit you are taking. Net profit into rate by 100 plus rate. Rate by 100 plus rate. For example, say 500 rupees is the net profit. 10%, 10 by 100 plus 10 like this. That is 10 by 110. 500 into 10 by 110, whatever it is you are getting. Same thing, you have to write the managing director commission in the profit and loss account debit side. Then only you have to get. The first adjustment here is commission will be recorded in the debit side of the profit and loss account. The second adjustment is liability side. Because you have not paid yet, you have to pay. Being it is a liability, you have to write in the managing director commission. Outstanding managing director commission you can write in the liability side of the balance sheet. So stock destroyed due to fire, managing director commission. Discount on creditors. The next adjustment is discount on creditors. So creditors means to whom we need to pay the money, our creditors. So whatever the discount they are giving, it is an income to us. Whatever the discount they are giving, it is income to us. Hence we write P&L account credit side. P&L account credit side. Balance sheet in liability side you have to deduct from the creditor. For example, say creditors are there 10,000. Creditors are there 10,000. They said don't give 500 rupees less. That is discount. So we are paying them only 9,500. 500 is income. 10,000 we have to pay. 500 they are simply giving us discount. It is an income to the company. Hence we are paying only 9,500. So this 500 is profit and loss account credit side, and then this whatever the treatment, this is the treatment we do in the liability side. And then the next adjustment is interest on capital. Interest on capital. What is capital? The amount invested in the business is known as capital. The amount invested in the business is known as capital. So business whatever the amount we are investing, that is a liability to the business. Liability to the business. So whatever the interest on capital, capital itself is liability. Interest on that is again liability. So again extra expenditure. Hence we write profit and loss account debit side. Confused, you should not get confused here. Interest on capital, where to write? Capital is a liability. Capital is a liability. Interest on liability will be more burden. That is expenditure to the company. Hence P&L account debit side. In the balance sheet, liability side, we should deduct from the capital. We write here capital minus add. We should add to the capital. Add interest on capital. Interest on capital we should add here. Okay. So interest on capital will be added to the capital in the balance sheet and profit and loss account debit side. And next one is finally interest on drawings. Interest on drawings. So whatever we are taking the drawings from the business, whatever the amount we are withdrawn for the personal use, amount withdrawn for the personal use is called drawings, as you know. So interest on drawings is income to the company. Income to the company. Profit and loss account credit side, we should write whatever the interest is there, and it should be deducted from the drawings in the balance sheet. So these are the adjustments. Generally we have 11. Out of 11 we are going to have hardly 4, 5 or 6 maximum. 4, 5 or 6 we are going to have in the every problem. So we should be careful while doing the final accounts. We should read first adjustments. While reading adjustments, you just mark in the problem whatever the adjustment you are reading. Say for example depreciation, you put the mark in the problem. Then while doing the problem, you can do the adjustments. Thank you.